welcome to Consulting Conversations with Kris and Katie. Today, we are talking about something that scares a lot of people, but is necessary for anybody who's going to go into independent consulting, and that is selling. So our topic today is what to do when selling scares you. And as a consultant, you can have great skills, amazing expertise, perfect testimonials, but if you're not able to actually go out there and have these sales conversations, you'll find quickly that you are not making money and it's not going to be very profitable because you have to sell your engagements. That's going to be on you as an independent consultant. So today what we want to do is help anybody who is interested in consulting but doesn't know how they could possibly make a sale, or maybe people right now who are in the midst of their consulting businesses trying to figure out how is it that I can be more comfortable in having these sales conversations. So first we're going to talk about some perceptions around selling and then move into how it is that you can actually reframe selling to better be able to do it. So Kris, why don't you share just some perceptions that you think people have when the topic of selling and sales is brought up?
Yeah, in our culture, we see salespeople as pushy, aggressive, slick, really only wanting you to buy something because they get a commission, right? There's always this suspicion about who they are and what their intentions are. And that's how we tend to think selling is. But the reality is that as we sell our personal services to clients who are going to be better because we serve them, we don't want to be slick or deceive people or forceful. We want to keep in mind that consulting is a relationship-based business and build that relationship over time. And, I think that's the big reframing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of the negative feelings that you might have associated with selling, which is that pushiness, like you're trying to provide something that somebody doesn't need, what you have to do to reframe it is realize that you are there to provide them with this value, and what you're going to do with them will help their business, and you have to be grounded in that. And there's a price associated with it, right? But it's not necessarily, the sales conversation is not about the price itself. It's about how is it that you can work with this client to address their needs and then provide the right solution for them, not trying to force something that they don't need upon them.
Yeah, it helps me because I was one of those people who the thought of selling terrified me. In fact, for the longest time, I would never call those conversations sales conversations. We're going to have a meeting. But it helps me to think about my goal in those meetings. Those goals as I'm having introductory conversations with clients or potential clients, or even having ongoing conversations with existing clients, is I'm building relationships. I'm helping uncover where they are at and what they need. And I'm trying to decide, or we're trying to decide together, is there some way that through my services I can help them? So when I think about building relationships, having conversations, exploring, it takes away all that angst of pushiness and salesiness and having to make the sale. Because when you're building a relationship, you're building it for the long term,
Right.
right?
Yeah, because you always want to figure out what's best for them right now. It might not be you, it might not be your services, and that actually can help you with that client in the long run. Like if you have those kind of candid conversations with them, looking out for them. So we know that this topic, though, is something that a lot of people have a lot of hesitancy around or are worried about, which is why we have a whole hour-long session on it in our launch series. But if you're looking for other consulting resources or you want to explore consulting more, we have these options available for you at Leap here.